What makes a person of interest? Coach Micheal Burt cuts to the chase, interviewing some of the biggest names in the world. How do they think? What makes them tick? What are their thought processes? And how they became a person of interest.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Coach Micheal Burt. I'm here at the Greatness Factory today. We've had an incredible day. Number one, Coach got up this morning and fixed his hair, man. I can't do the jogging pants anymore. I had to get up, get feeling good, get rolling. How you doing today?
Well, you look great head to toe, as they say. That's a great suit, great tie, great face. You're looking great.
If anybody would know, I need you to tell me this. Do I have a face for television or radio?
You have a face for television. And I'm going to tell you why, because you have slendered down.
Yep.
And you can honestly see it in your face. I said that to a friend of mine the other day, and you could see that you're eating even better. I know you're doing a lot of cardio.
Yep.
And you got a face for television and probably the movies. So I got to work on that for you.
I like it. If anybody can work on that for me, I know it's you, right?
I could do that.
Well, thank you. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I'm really excited about something you and I are doing. The minute I met you, the minute I saw you speak, actually, I met you before I was even speaking at 10X. We were in Miami and you were speaking. And I just walked right up to you and said, Mr. Storey, you don't know who I am. I'm Coach Burt, but sure is nice to meet you. And I look forward to hearing you speak. And man, I knew at that moment we were going to do something together. And
yes.
Over the last 2 or 3 years, you and I have done lots of things together. We've spoke on some of the biggest stages in the world. We've done events together. We've flown together. We've spent time in Vero Beach together. And you and I did something a few weeks ago. And as soon as we did it, I told Joseph, your guy, your right-hand man, I said, man, we need to do something. It's a perfect time for Tim and I to do something for people that are looking to build confidence and come back. Lots of people, I'm going to use this expression, they're all funked up.
Oh yeah, that's a great expression. And let me just say this as well, that even when I first met you, I knew that you played in a big way. And then when I saw you speak, and you got to understand that I've spoken 75 countries of the world and have sat through speakers from all over the world. I mean, the best.
Yep.
And in your lane, you cannot be beat.
Yep. Thank you.
Cannot be beat in your lane. So it's a privilege to be best of friends with you because we're that close. But I think that we are doing something unique. I was thinking about this. You know, in 1992, when they did the Dream Team, and they had Jordan, and then they had Magic Johnson and Barkley and Larry Bird, if you can imagine that. It was a very interesting thing that they brought those players together.
Yes. And
every one of those players said that they learned so much from the other players.
Yes.
That it elevated their game.
Yep.
And I think that with me and you coming together, with my background of literally 25 years of studying on comebacks, and you being such a confidence coach, what a connection and a beautiful explosion that we're about to have.
Yeah, exactly. And that was, as soon as we did the thing, I said, man, it's confidence in comebacks, because you've spent your life teaching people the strategies to come back from everything. Breakdowns, breakups, heartaches, addictions, obsessions. I mean, you are the best in the world. That's what I tell people. There's nobody better than Tim Storey at comebacks.
Thank you.
And so I said, why don't we do a 4-week series? Why don't we do a true mentoring program where they get you and I, where people can sign up and get you and I to be their coach over a 4-week cycle. You teach the comeback, I teach the confidence. And literally we're their coach for a 4-week cycle. And I'm telling you, this thing could be so valuable. I have a belief, and I will see if you share that belief. I believe confidence is the one thing that affects everything.
No doubt about it. And I tell you, there's so many gifted people that are watching, but yet you believe other people can do well, but you have limiting beliefs about yourself.
Right.
And many times it's because somebody was labeled as a kid as maybe chubby, or he's not that smart. And you have really learned to bring people through those barriers and take them into a place of confidence.
Yes. Yeah. Confidence to me, I think sometimes I saw a person say this one night, and I believe it with all of my heart. We're just one person away many times from a new season in our life. One meeting, one
Yes.
conversation, one thought. Let me say it to you this way: one affirmation, one person that is a person of authority in life going, you can do this. And if you know, I like to tell people, are you looking for permission for me to go be great? Because if you are, I'm giving it to you, man. And many times, Tim, you know this. They say that's all I needed, man. I just needed I was watching the Garth Brooks special the other night on Netflix, and 7 times he was turned down when he came to Nashville. And his manager pulled over one day and said, "Look, I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. You're going to become a major country music singer." And Garth Brooks said, that one dude believing in me. And he said, if he believed in me, I figured it was about time I started believing in me.
Okay, so you said something that's so powerful, is that somebody believed in him, but he had to cooperate with it.
Right.
And so what I feel about what we're doing together coming up shortly, talking about confidence and comeback, that it's such a big thing that in the midst of all our busyness, I think that some of you are missing what a big thing this is.
Yes.
It's like if you were in the 60s and they said the Beatles are coming to town and you say, I'll see them next time. Well, maybe not. With your schedule and my schedule, this is a unique opportunity for 2 men that travel the globe to come together to serve you, to help build you up in the place of confidence and also help establish your comeback. Now, one of the things that I want to say is that if you get a breakthrough, it may be the breakthrough for your entire family.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, why don't you be the one that breaks through in confidence and comeback and bring the whole family through, mostly in the midst of COVID-19.
Now, let me ask you this question, because there's a lot of people out there. Listen, we've had over 600 people go to this link and look at this page. Some of them 2 or 3 times. Some of them have not taken action, but they're going there.
Yes.
And before you and I talk about it, there is interest. We know people need this. Talk a little bit about, I have a methodology, right? I wrote a book on confidence called Swag. I wrote that book because I lost all of my confidence at 25 years old. I went through clinical depression. I was literally clinically depressed for 6 months. My own mother, who was a nurse, said, I can't see you like this, son. I got to get you on something. I went to the doctor. They put me on antidepressants at that time in my life. I came out of that, Tim, on the other side saying, I will build an unbreakable confidence. I will study confidence at the highest levels. What is it? How do you build it? How do you maintain it? How do you protect it? Part of the reason I lost it is because I put all of my self-worth and confidence in another person. And when I perceived them to reject me, I lost all of my confidence. And Lou Holtz used to say, what takes years to build up can take seconds to tear down.
Wow.
And I lost it. I mean, and I'm a big time basketball coach. I was one of the top coaches in Tennessee. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I threw up every morning. I lost weight the wrong way. And you've seen all of this, but you've seen it with people at the highest levels.
The highest level.
People who are being paid the most money in the world, actors, entertainers, to get up every day, and they got to put it on, man. They got to do it. And so talk a little bit about the methodology that we're going to be teaching these folks, because over all these years, you've developed what I would call mental constructs. You've developed frameworks. You develop methodologies. And that's what really people are going to be getting when they sign up for this program.
I think one of the things that you hit on is that you got to get to the point where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And for me, growing up as a kid, 7 people in a 2-bedroom apartment to start with.
Yep.
It was cramped and crowded.
Yes.
And as I got older, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so a lot of people, as you're saying, are going to the site, and some are moving forward and others are not. So today I'm going to push you forward by saying you've got to get to the point where you cannot live the way you're living anymore.
Yep. Yep.
Where you just say, I'm not going to go paycheck to paycheck. I'm not going to have a problem with my teeth and not be able to fix them.
Yep.
I'm not going to be able to do this and be stuck anymore. But getting sick and tired of being sick and tired, but then responding.
Yep.
And so you're responding to what? An invitation and an opportunity with two gentlemen that have spent our lives studying this subject.
Yes.
Again, it's like the Beatles are coming through town.
Yep.
Oh, I'll see him next time.
Right.
Listen, the time is now.
Yep.
You know, in the Bible, in the book of Ecclesiastes, it says there's a time and a season for everything.
Mm-hmm.
What if this is your season to turn your setback to a comeback?
Mm. Yeah.
What if the opportunity is passing you by,
yep,
and you say, well, let it just pass this time? You know, because we're both biblical guys. You remember the story of blind Bartimaeus. He's sitting by the roadside, and he hears that Jesus is going by, and he
yep,
starts to scream,
mm-hmm,
Son of David, have mercy on me.
Yep.
Well, when he screamed, it's the Greek word krazo, where we get the word crazy.
mm-hmm.
So this guy, Bartimaeus, blind Bartimaeus, was so tired of being blind, so tired of being tired of being what he was. He screamed in a crazy, in a krazo way.
Yep.
Have mercy, change me. Everybody watching, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's time to scream from a crazy way and say, I'm going to live. My dream's going to become a reality. Just like Garth Brooks,
yep,
I'm going to rise up and do what life called me to be.
Man, that's good, because I agree with you. I think I had a formula many years ago that I used, that I learned from a person, and it said change is a function of pain, right? Sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yep.
Potential, i.e. you can see yourself being better.
Mm-hmm.
And practicality.
Wow.
Those things, either the pain, the potential, and it had to be practical. And you and I are both very practical people.
We are.
We teach people methodologies that they can go use that day, right? Like we're not pie in the sky. We're not theory. We're practitioners of what we're teaching.
No, 100%. You know, just recently I was working with a guy that is right at $1 billion of what he does, but he's one of the most famous people in the world. He's an entertainer. And what he kept saying is, you know what I love, Tim? You're not just inspiring me, but you're giving me principles that I can carry on and maintain those principles. And that's what's going to happen as we teach them for 4 weeks, Coach Burt. We're going to give them methodologies, practical principles that they can hold on to for a lifetime.
One of the things I think that you're really talented at, that you helped me with, is within a very short time of us meeting, we flew down to Vero Beach together, and you said to me, you have the gift, you have an apostolic gift.
Yes.
And I said, help me to understand what that means, right? And you said, well, you have the ability to pull something out of a person while simultaneously, and I remember it so vividly, while simultaneously inspiring them to want to go do that for other people.
Yes.
The reason that was so amazing is because A, the short time that you and I had been together at that time, how quickly you saw that. And two, it helped me to understand a huge principle. Now, this is where this converts to money and monetization. When you said that to me, I said, this is why I attract so many people that want to be coaches, is that I'm inspiring them, pulling something out of them, while simultaneously inspiring them to want to go do that. Now,
so powerful.
Because of what you said, I pivoted in my career to where I started the $1 Million Coaching Summit, which is something that we literally could generate $500,000 in a matter of 2 or 3 days. We could literally generate $3 million a year.
Amazing.
In 18 days. I want everybody to hear this, because it's the kind of coaching you're going to get. We could literally generate $3 million in 18 days. And that thought and concept never entered my mind until Tim Storey said to me, this is your gift. And then it all clicked. It all clicked. This is what I should be doing. I need to be coaching other coaches, because I've been a coach my whole life.
Yes.
Right.
And you're the best at what you do. And so for me to say you're the best, you have to understand, I'm with Oprah. I'm with Brene Brown. I'm with Iyanla Van Zant. I'm with Steve Harvey. And so when I say that Coach Michael Burt is the best at what he does, let me tell you one thing he does. He sees potential, and he knows how to reach into you, pull it out, let you look at it, okay? And then he builds upon it.
Yep.
And that is such an unusual gift, such an unusual gift. And so I'm challenging people right now that once again, what if this is your season for shifting? What if it's time for your comeback? God will always call you to an upward calling in a downward time. People say, no, I'm resting. It's COVID-19. No, you're being called to an upward calling in a downward time. So it's time for you to respond. Son of David, have mercy on me.
Yes.
Cry out in a Krazo way and believe in this so much that you're willing to sacrifice. Now, if I could just say this, most people will only invest in something like this out of their surplus.
Yes.
Oh, let me see if I can afford it. What's my surplus?
Yep.
No, you have to invest out of your sacrifice.
Yeah.
If you have to sell something, have a garage sale, get rid of a bicycle, go work extra hours, do what you have to do to get where you need to get.
Now, I'm so glad you said that, because you used that word investment. When I was 25 years old, I was a high school teacher making $24,000 a year, Tim. I worked 80 hours a week. I gave it my heart and soul. I love those kids. I love coaching. And I was deeply impacted by Dr. Stephen Covey, as you know.
Yes.
And Covey came out with a certification. And the certification was 30 hours, 1 full week, to learn those 7 habits, to master those 7 habits. And it was $2,500. And here's the deal. I didn't make $2,500 in a month.
Yes.
I did not have a surplus of anything. No money in my bank account. I went to my own mother and I said, at 25 years old, and I said, Mom, this will change my life.
Okay, I'm loving the story.
Yeah. Can I borrow $2,500 and I will pay you back in increments of $50? And my mother said, absolutely. And I went to this course that was $2,500. I spent a week. I didn't even get to spend it with Covey. Now, I didn't get Dr. Covey. Like you're gonna get Tim Storey and Coach Burt. I got another person, and I paid $2,500. And I'm telling you, people ask me all the time. I say I can't tell you how many millions of dollars that course has helped me to earn, has helped me to produce, how it changed my life forever. Knowing those 7 habits, the confidence it gave me to go out and be what I was supposed to become in the world, guys. When Tim says this is a small investment, it's $997, guys. And it's 4 weeks of coaching. From what I would stack Tim Storey and I versus anybody in the world when it comes to coaching on comebacks and confidence. Okay. And so this is an investment in you. And I promise you, this could be life-changing. Many people don't say it's a game changer. It's a life changer. So Tim, give them some final feedback. We're pushing you guys. It starts next week. It starts next Tuesday.
Yes.
We're only taking a certain number of people. It's going to be Tim and I each week mentoring the group. We're going to have assignments. We're going to give you some other things, some downloads and things to work on as part of the course. And we're going to focus on one thing: confidence and comebacks. That's all we're focusing on: confidence and comebacks. So
and there's going to be, as you're saying, a lot of free things we give. I'll be giving my book away. Yep. Comeback and Beyond: Turning Your Setbacks to Comebacks. That Oprah Winfrey helped explode that book into the world when she said it was one of her favorite books.
Yep.
And so I just want to just go with what you're saying. And that is, I love the fact that you believed it was your time for change. And you went to your mother.
Yep.
You went to somebody who believed in you and birthed you.
Yep.
And you said, Mom, help sponsor my comeback.
That's right. It's a great way.
And I'm telling you right now, everybody that's watching, somebody's been thinking about you, praying for you, believing for you. It is time for you to even sponsor your own comeback.
Yeah.
For you to say, I am ready to get up and get going. I'm going to sign up and step out into a new dimension. And I promise you, To get somewhere you've never been before, you have to do something you've never done before. I never thought I would work in Beverly Hills and have an office since 1994, right in the middle of Beverly Hills, working with people like Charlton Heston, Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau, Fidel Sassoon, the Lee Iacocca, the Quincy Jones, and then to move into the biggest stars in the world now. I have over 300 entertainers that I life coach. And to get me and Coach Burt one-on-one like this, come on, love your life enough. Love your family enough to step forward. It's time for you to step forward.
So here's what we're going to do, guys. I'm posting the link. I'm having Lake and Hibden on my team post the link right now. It'll be in the Facebook group if you're watching this. It's very simple. The page tells you everything we're going to do, what we're going to cover, what you're going to get. I want to encourage you, like Tim said, as I think about comebacks in my life. The other day, I sat down and drew up all the comebacks I had, Tim, the big ones. And here's what I would tell you. Garth Brooks said this in his documentary. Sometimes your greatest moments come from your toughest memories. Sometimes your greatest moments come from your toughest memories. So if you're out there watching this today or you watch it, we would both love to personally mentor you. Starts next week. We want you to get in. Guys, don't put this off. Tim, thank you. I learn from you every time I'm with you. You radiate such a positive energy, and the frequency you're playing on is so high that man, everybody you come in contact with, you really enrich their life at a very deep level. So thank you for doing that for me, and I know we're going to do that for a lot of people. Thank you, man.
It's going to be a beautiful time. Thank you.
God bless you. You guys sign up right now if you're on there. Have a great day, guys. Tim just left. I want to say one more thing to you. If you're on here and you're watching, I'm telling you, that guy right there is one of the best in the world. He's been a great friend and mentor to me. Like I said, I lost all of my confidence at 25 years old. People ask me today, where does my confidence come from? I lost every bit of it, man. 25 years old, I lost every bit of my swag. I didn't have any direction. I didn't know what to do. I was depressed. And then I found a way to climb out of that hell that I went through during that period in my life. Just things that you go through, breakdowns, breakups, heartaches. Some of you have been hurt. Some of you have been done wrong. Some of you have lost your mojo. Some of you have lost your confidence. Some of you lost everything, man. And at some point, as Tim said, we got to get up, man. We got to get up. We got to get up to get down, right? And so I want to encourage you, if you're out there watching this today, I'm having Lake and Hibden to post it right now. And I want to make sure that we got this in the private Facebook group for you. If you got questions for me, let me log in here and make sure we're good and everything is good to go, because I really want you to get in this. There you go, Lake and Hibden. Thank you so much. If you're out there and you're thinking for 1 second that this is the right thing for you, don't think anymore. Take action. This will be one of the best investments you ever make. You're going to get 2 coaches, weekly mentoring for Tim Storey and I. I promise you, we always over-deliver. And at some point in our life, man, we need the help of another person. When you study the 5 rules of a crisis I talk about, not why me, what's this trying to teach me? What was my contribution to this? Okay, number 3 is I got to get stable. Number 4, right, is I got to get help. And number 5 is I got to get busy. Some of you are in a funk. You're all funked up, man. You're all funked up. You can't get your mind right. You're not producing at the level you want. It's not a business problem. It's a confidence problem. Confidence is the one thing that affects everything. And if you will let 2 guys like us coach you, world-class coaches that have been trained in the understanding of how to make it play, then I promise you this one investment could change everything. I firmly believe you're just one person away from a new season in your life. I 100% believe that. So Lake and Hibden has posted the link. Sign up right now. We can't do it without you. You can't do it without us. I'm just going to be honest with you. We could have this talk today, or we could have it 6 months from today. That's what I tell people. Nothing's going to change until we change it. Be coached by the same person that has coached Robert Downey Jr., some of the top celebrities in the world. Be coached by me that's built championship programs, coach some of the top performing people in the world. Confidence and comebacks. It starts next week. It's a 4-week Zoom. We'll be doing it like this. We'll be able to see you, take questions, play pitch and catch. We'll have assignments. You'll get our books. It is an incredible deal for under $1,000 for you to take. Comebacks and confidence. Tim Storey and Coach Burt. I'm so excited. I'm going to learn so much during this, and I know you are too. So click the button, go to the page, and don't mess around with your potential. It's time to quit being so casual with your potential. God bless you guys. Everybody needs a coach in life. I look forward to coaching you next week. Let's roll. What if you could be coached by two of the top coaches in America on two specific things necessary for your success: confidence and comebacks? I've partnered with Tim Storey, celebrity life coach, to build a 4-week mentoring program on how to build unbreakable confidence, how to take your setback and make it a comeback. Tim and I will be personally coaching you throughout a 4-week cycle of mentoring. We're going to include our book on confidence. We're going to include downloads. We're going to include Q&A questions. We're going to include a methodology and a roadmap to help you have the confidence for you to have a comeback. It's time for you to sign up and be coached by us. It's time for you to fight the funk. It's time for you to get your swag back. Tim Storey, Coach Burt, Confidence and Comebacks starts in July.